What's going on, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy DMV back with another one. I just want to appreciate and let all of you guys know my gratitude, my extreme gratitude for the support that you guys have been showing lately. So with the support, man, it really just pushes me to keep putting out great content. So thank you guys. So let's get into it, man. Senior Bowls today. I'll be at Mark Holmes' house, so make sure you guys tune into that stream. On top of that, I'll make sure that I do a halftime live so we can do some Q&A so that we can know these players a little bit better, so we can talk about some of the things that have been going on throughout the game. I'll do a post game. Hopefully we could do, a fireside chat to, talk about some of the guys that we really like. So make sure you tune into Mark Holmes' channel as well. Let's get into these 5 players. Number 1, surprise, surprise, he's been the best player at the Senior Bowl. Everybody's been talking about him. He has an opportunity to leapfrog and possibly get himself into maybe the top 15. If a team that's at the Senior Bowl loves him enough, maybe they go top 10. But I've been saying this for a while. I think 4 quarterbacks go in the top 10, and this guy could possibly leapfrog himself into the top 4 discussion. I'm talking about Mac Jones from Alabama. He's put together a great week of practice, a great week of preparation, great week of showing his mental toughness, IQ. He showed you all of those things. He even got rolled up on in the drill, and he's been tough about it. So if he goes out and balls out and really stamps himself and puts that good tape out there that the other quarterbacks, the other top quarterbacks in this draft don't have a chance to do, he'll have the best possible look out of all of the quarterbacks. I originally thought that Kyle Trask would go out there and surprise some people, but it has been Mac Jones. And quite honestly, I was skeptical at first before going in. But after looking at the Senior Bowl practices, and if he goes out and solidifies it with a good game, I don't see why you don't have Mac Jones possibly in that top 15, top 20 range. I think he would leapfrog himself up. And a team that needs a quarterback will take a chance on him in the first round. So good tape here will, make his stock rise even more. Number 2 is Richie Grant, a safety from University of Central Florida. He has some good tape out there. And I'll be honest with you. My first assessment of watching him, his highlights is, damn, this dude has a high ceiling. But once I watch some game tape, there's some holes in this game that he can kind of patch up with some really good coaching. Good tape today means that he separates himself in the safety class, that there are a lot of question marks. So he's had a good week of practice. He's done some one-on-ones. He had a pick and team drill the other day. If he goes out here and has a really good day and makes some people scratch their head in the safety draft, that is very, very, how do I say it, murky, he has a chance to separate himself. Number 3, Trey Smith, lineman out of Tennessee. He's been much better at the Senior Bowl than I saw in tape. I thought that he was okay in tape. When I saw him in real life at the Senior Bowl, practicing, practice habits, going against some top-level competition, he has an opportunity to really make his stock rise. So he's one of those guys that on one site, he's higher. Then on another site, he's lower. So he has an opportunity right now to, against some of this, going against some competition, preparing for a week and showing you what he'd be like on the game day. He has an opportunity to really go out there and impress some scouts. So Trey Smith from Tennessee, to me, he's been the most solid lineman out of the group for consistency. So he has an opportunity to add on to that today, add some good game tape. And that'll be good for him. Number 4 is Marvin Wilson. Man, look, let me tell you something. If there's somebody that has the opportunity to be great, it's this guy. The problem is consistency for him. The problem is having that motor all the time. I have a Florida State fan, you guys know him, Elton, who told me this guy right here will piss you off because he has all of the tools, all of the talent to be great, but does he bring it all the time? He's another ceiling guy, like we talk about. We need that floor to raise. That's what we need. Good tape today. Good tape today could be really good for him in the draft where there's not that many interior defensive linemen that really stand out, and a lot of the defensive linemen opted out that are at the top in this draft. Right now, he has an opportunity to put himself right next to Christian Barmore and really make it so that it's a preference thing rather than people just putting Christian Barmore at the top just because they don't know where else anybody else is or what anybody else is. So Marvin Wilson has the opportunity to man some double teams today, to dominate in a game that he can dominate. If he dominates today, people will be screaming Marvin Wilson as probably the top interior defensive lineman in this draft, or they'll be going back and forth about him and Barmore. So I look forward to seeing what Marvin Wilson does today. So look forward to seeing that Florida State helmet on the interior defensive line, all right? And number 5 is Quentin Rochet. He's had a really great week of practice. He's been whooping Alex Leatherwood's ass all week. Been whooping him. You know what I'm saying? And he can dominate this game in a game where edge rushers have an advantage because, for example, those guys that he's going to be going against, they know who he is, but they don't have an opportunity to go up against him and know how quick, how crafty he really is. Ask Alex Leatherwood as he's been whooping his ass all week. So Quentin Rochet really has stood out to me as one of the guys that could really, solidify himself as an edge rusher in this draft. And I would say that I wouldn't say that it's a deep edge rusher draft, but he can separate himself and put himself in a much better situation than when he came in. So those are my 5 guys. Let me know what you guys think. Who are you looking for today to really make an impact on this game and really upgrade their draft stock? This is a Cowboys channel. So let me know, who are you looking for to add to the Cowboys roster that you're going to be looking for today? All right, guys, like I said, I'll be at Mark Holmes' house today for the game. We're going to start streaming at 2 o'clock. I'm going to try and give you guys the most extensive commentary that I can possibly give you. All right, guys. Oh, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell each time I come out with content. And remember, I'm not an expert. I just play one on YouTube. Peace.